I'll tell you what, if I'm bombing out there, I'm going to be so self-fucking deprecating. That is my tool.
Yeah.
The last thing I'm going to do is blame them. I might blame the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I might get mad at them going, it's a joke, you fucking idiot. Like I might do that. I might blame them because we're all guilty of that. But there's no way I'm blaming my crew.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And that was, as a comedian, that's my takeaway on this whole thing is jokes funny or not aside. And he's nervous. And I can't believe you didn't see his heart pounding through the jacket, quite frankly.
Well, that's the other thing.
How could you not be?
He was nervous. He wasn't an awards show
Robert
host.
De Niro is 3 feet in front of you.
Every other person who won an award was nervous in front of those people because so many people commented like, "This is a crazy." Like, I got Meryl Streep here, I got De Niro here, I got Downey Jr. over there, I got like Oprah's right there, like it's Taylor Swift is right there, like most famous person in the world right now, just all staring at me in a tiny. It's not a big room. It's a banquet
Is it still
hall.
over at the Beverly?
Yeah. And it's just tables. It's not like a big theater where you're like, okay, I'm on stage and you're back there, and I can sort of just tune you out. But
it's a corporate gig.
Yeah.
It really is. It's a corporate dinner gig. They're all right there.
That's why you need
right there.
You need to. The host needs to be in the club.
Got to be in the club
with the people that they're in front of. That's the only way it ever works.
That's my takeaway is he wasn't in the club.
He was not in the club.
They didn't know him, and that's already a huge strike against you because his job is to make fun of you, and they're going to be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, you haven't earned this.
Exactly.
They were a bad audience, but they're right. He hasn't earned the right to make fun of De Niro to his face.
If he comes out and says that, like some people did that on the old roast on Comedy Central. Like people that didn't know Chevy Chase, they would go, "Look, I don't know Chevy, but I'm here."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Like if you do something like that, like I know nobody here knows me, but you know the premise. You know, the first 5 minutes is people getting roasted. So here we go.
That would be a smart way to do it,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I'm the 10th person asked.
Right.
You know, like let them know that. I didn't know that until after the fact.
Right.
I'm like, why are you not talking about that?
Yeah. I got this 10 days ago because I'm the 97th person.
Exactly.
That they came.
Because Ali Wong, who's nominated, turned it down. Hi, Ali. Thanks a lot.
Right.
I'm crashing and burning because of
then,
you. Yeah. And then you got something to run with.
And then to that point, you go and just think about how far down the list I went. If it's me.
Yeah.
Right.
So here we go.
Yeah.
And then people are like, okay, he's in on it. Boom.
The crazy thing is, like, if they asked you, I would say do it because it's like you don't have anything to lose. It's like it's just exposure.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go back to my house that night.
All right, fair enough. But like Joe Coy sold out Madison Square Garden. He does have something to lose.
He also has he's got a gig coming up at the Forum.
Yeah.
You know, a sold out gig at the Forum. And he's got to go out there in front of those people, knowing that he bombed the bomb of bombs. Like,
right. Like in his mind, maybe he thought, this could be my springboard to the next level.
Sure, absolutely.
But by the same token, like to get into movies and TV and like
he has a movie.
His movie bombed too.
It bombed miserably.
Okay. So there you go.
Listen, again, I don't have a movie.
Yeah.
So I don't have a movie.
I'm not selling out the Forum.
Yeah, I'm not. He's the only. I told Mary this. He's the only comic I know who doesn't just book a weekend. He books 2 weekends in a row. When he goes to Irvine, he does 1 weekend and the following weekend. They're sold out, Matt.
That's crazy, though.
I know. It's the only comedian I've ever seen do that.
But now he doesn't have to do that because he's doing stadiums. He's doing venues.
Yeah.
And again, it is not my cup of tea at all. I'm glad he's found his audience.
Sure.
I mean, that's what we all try to do is find our audience.
And maybe his audience doesn't give a shit about the Golden Globes. Maybe they're not paying attention. So, but in terms of like, if you think, hey, this is going to put me in front of a lot of new people, this could be my ticket.
Of course,
you got to nail it. And if you don't nail it, then it's like you just slammed the door shut on that opportunity that was presented.
Again, this is not the same. But it's 22 years ago now when I did the Tonight Show. And it was not good, as I've spoken very publicly and openly about. It was not what happened to that kid last night, that man. But it wasn't great. Mm-hmm. But luckily, there wasn't Twitter, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't the internet. There wasn't the internet that we have today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so yes, the people that watched it know I had a tough set, but nobody else in the world did.
Right.
And it was only word of mouth. Did you hear about Pardo? And that's fuck it. Yeah, Pardo's he's good. Who gave one bad set? This poor guy.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like the journalists, especially like Deadline and Variety and all the inside rags, they kind of have to side with the stars too.
Oh yeah.
So they're going to be a little extra mean and a little extra. One of the headlines this morning was like, Joe Coy blows. Like it was almost. I'm like, dude, come on, man. I mean, again, I've met Joe a handful of times. I've probably seen his collectively 4 minutes of his stand-up. I've got nothing
Oh, it's
against
horrible.
the guy. Okay.
I'm not a fan of his comedy.
Okay, I know. Like I said, I've never seen it, so enough to say.
It's not my bag. And again, as I always say, there's somebody out there, other comics, other people that don't like my comedy. I mean, that's just it's Baskin Robbins. People like different flavors.
Sure.
But I will say that I also, as a guy that has hosted these things in the past, or hosted a corporate event, and they don't really like you. You then, okay, here's the CEO. He's going to talk. You got to go back out, do a little joke, and bring up the next person, and they don't like you. And you got to come out and be funny or be likable. So I felt bad for him then too. Every time he had to go back out there, and it was clear he's got dry mouth. He stutters over all the jokes
because he's in his head. He's had time to sit and
Oh,
think about how bad it went.
Yeah.
I thought honestly, I've seen plenty of award shows in recent years where the host does the thing at the top and then you barely see them again.
Yeah.
I thought that was how it was going to be, and I couldn't believe how many times he had to do that. Like, why are you making him do this?
Right?
What the fuck?
If I'm that guy, I'm back there going, have the VO guy do it.
Totally.
VO guy is doing a lot of the heavy lifting already. Have him do 100% of it.
Can't Margot Robbie introduce something, man?
And then also at the end, when he's saying goodbye, as I said to Danielle and Oliver, I go, not one person in that venue is hearing him.
Right.
Because they're getting up and leaving.
Right.
And he's like, all right, and he's doing it just for camera. But even the cameraman's like, we're done. Camera's moving away from him.
To hear the whole conversation, subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts, or visit nevernotfunny.com.